Without kids on the team, we know how hard it is just to get our kids and ourselves to a practice or a game. Imagine doing it when your kid's not the one you gotta go watch play, and how difficult. So I mean, the dedication from Hoops and from Marty and Jeremy is just off the charts to me. I mean, I can't get over it. And then you know, the other thing I'm gonna try to get through without tears tonight in reading Jeremy's speech. And I will read it verbatim because he throws me under the bus a couple times. Which I deserve, I get it. When you throw a big voice, you throw a big target. Where's Tara? Where's Tara? Where's my wife?
She's in there.
She knows well. No, bring it. I'm waiting on you. But no, I mean, and seriously, Hoops alluded to it, and there are very few people. I mean, after college, I became Joe in the professional world. They call me Joey, and Hoops is definitely one that deserves it to be able to do that. The stuff we got into that we can't talk about tonight was fun then, but it's better now to have Hoops coaching Jay for 3 years. It was really, I'll be real honest, when you look at all these options, you look at these leagues and everything, it was really Hoops that really kept us solidified that there was no other place to go but Cameron Harris, and couldn't have had a better coach for my own son. And you guys will figure this out after you're gone. And I mean, there's no way. You kids, I'm just telling you, you don't get it, but you're in a great place. I'm just telling you, it's a great place to be. You'll figure it out as you get older. But anyway, so Jerry, so for us 10-year-old, Marty, get in here. So for the 10-year-old families and moms and everything that haven't heard this, Jeremy writes his own shtick about the season and your kids.
Did he write those?
He writes it, so it's a verbatim thing that I'm reading from him, and it's called the Cameron Harris 2018 season wrap-up. So those who've been with us before have heard him do it, but unfortunately he's not here tonight. He's coaching a lacrosse game, of all things. Lacrosse is the death of baseball.
Is it indoor?
Yeah, it is. So anyway, so here, please bear with me if I have to reread a line or two. Cameron Harris 2018 season wrap-up. And if you can't hear me, you're deaf. I'm not going to have to go there.
The F.
2018 was a year of improved play for Cameron Harris. Strong all-around play was the hallmark of this team, with a deep group of 12s and an infusion of very talented 10-year-olds contributing to our big step forward this year. Everything changed with the new bats. We won 5 more games than last year.
Yeah.
We had 33 more hits, but hit 6 fewer home runs and 4 fewer extra base hits than last year.
So we had 8
Our team batting average improved by 77 points. This season, and the most importantly, Coach TJ didn't mutter Mako after one time to himself after an opposing player hit a home run. It changed the game, I can tell you that. So first we're going to start with our 10-year-old. So this is Coach Jeremy's tape. This is Jeremy's tape. So if you could just raise your hand and make sure we see you so I know you're listening. 10-year-old Jack Palermo. Jack announced his presence with authority to the major leagues by wrapping a hit in the second major league game, coming around to score in the big inning that led to Cameron Harris's first win of the season. In a whirlwind that consumed the days after his big knock, Jack's agent refused to confirm or deny tweets from a burner account linked to the Yankees GM Brian Cashman that seemed to suggest that the Bronx Bombers were planning to pursue the young left-hander in free agency after the season ended. We hope you stay with us and not go to the Yankees.
Jack, do you understand?
So Justin's not here, but I'll keep the spirit alive and read Jeremy's words. Justin Harrison, or J-Dog, as if you drove him home a lot. He does have a YouTube channel. He's a rapper. That wasn't here, but I had to talk. I had to drop that. He dropped 4 singles. He dropped 4 singles, and I think he's ready for the small time. Anyway, Justin was a steady presence playing multiple positions this season for Cameron Harris. Justin's strength and confidence are indicators of the great success to come for this versatile young player. He is not without controversy. Justin briefly gave the coaching staff a scare when he announced that he was leaving Myers Park Trinity Little League to sign with the Lithuanian baseball team. Thankfully for Cameron Harris, it seems nobody in Lithuania actually plays baseball. Somewhat related, reports that Justin is working out for the Lakers after the closing ceremonies is not so far substantiated. The Cameron Harris faithfuls have their fingers crossed. Myers Griffin. Myers is here. Myers, quiet and confidence and athleticism make him a true joy to watch on the baseball field. He played anywhere he was asked, and he was responsible for one of the signature moments of the Cameron Harris season. With the bases loaded, Christchurch threatening to take over the game, Myers made a diving catch in left field and instantly changing the momentum and taking the air out of that rally. Christchurch never got close again. Myers also hit .318 on the year, showed incredible resolve and toughness, and was a great teammate. And speaking of teammates, he also would like to remind everyone that he is the fastest kid on the team. Myers, I'm shocked, but I know it's true. Alex Hoffman. Alex immediately became a fixture at the top of the Cameron Harris lineup and behind the plate, catching all but a handful of innings. Poor kid. That was tough. He hit .340 and had 7 extra base hits, including 3 triples. Alex, like his 10-year-old partner Myers, provided another big Cameron Harris moment this season when he lined a double down the left field line with the bases loaded to score 3 and a walk-off Coxwell Barber shop in the first tournament game. The only downside of the season, nobody got a single decent picture of Alex playing. Gavin Long. Gavin. You're standing, Gavin? You're not running, are you? You're standing. All right. Gavin had a breakthrough moment this season when he lined a triple to left field, rounded the bases in about 8 steps, but unfortunately got caught at the plate after being sent home by the third base coach. A videographer in the crowd noted that Coach TJ appeared to be unusually demonstrative in waving Gavin home. After being confronted with the evidence, TJ admitted that he was surrounded by a swarm of ladybugs, of which he is deathly afraid, and he was expecting Gavin to be somewhere close to first base at the time. Gavin had gotten to third so quickly that TJ didn't have time to suss out the ladybug issue, thereby inadvertently waving Gavin home and into an out. Despite TJ's best efforts, Gavin did have a knack for scoring, crossing the plate 75% of the time he got on base, the best rate on the team. Gray Anderson. Gray added to the Anderson family lore this season, starring for Cameron Harris as a middle infielder, a pitcher, and batting at the front of the order all season. Gray had 4 doubles and finished the season with a .286 batting average. Gray's big moment for Cameron Harris this season came when he took the mound in the tournament game against Coxwell Barbershop. Down 4. We were down 4 with the bases loaded and nobody out. Gray struck out the side, energizing the team, and went on to not allow a run the rest of the way, setting the table for Alex's walk-off heroics. Gray is poised to be the top in Myers Park Trinity Little League pitcher of 2019. 12-year-old James Blythe. Wow. Now, Spencer and I had a little sidebar over here, and actually he came up with his own name.
I thought it was Griffin.
And it was a power name, is what I would remember it as. And Spencer came up with it. So we like it. All right, Bob, do your best to look up while I'm talking this. See if you can, no, this is the step. Don't look at the floor. Let's see if you can. All right, James Bob Blight. Even the casual Cameron Harris fan could not help but notices James' increase in power, strength, and height. I am shocked at that height. And it's true. Speed for this for his 12-year-old season. A quick review of the Instagram followers reveals that Tom and Giselle Brady are among his devotees. Rumors are swirling in the comments section that James will soon launch the JB5 method and open offices at Randolph Park. I'm not saying these rumors have any legs, but don't look down. I've completed a detailed lip sync analysis of a conversation Bob had with Coach Hoops after smashing an early season double. What appears to be a recap of the game situation, number of outs, and James' plan to score on a base hit was actually TJ dispensing legal advice on the formation of James's corporation. Steven. Steven Whittaker. I'm not going to look at you when I talk, so poof. Steven's enthusiasm for the game and his teammates was infectious. At any point in any game, regardless of the score, you could always hear the unmistakable evidence of Steven's voice supporting his teammates. Steven didn't simply, lead the effort to support. He also provided steady defense in center field, second base. Offensively, Steven batted leadoff in several Cameron Harris games, finishing the season with an on-base percentage of .441.
Nice.
On the team.
Oh my God!
Good job.
They run.
All right, John Dosker, you can sit now. John Dosker. John will be here tomorrow to play. All right. Now I got a kid from Wisconsin. I can read again. Okay. John Dosker did everything. Excuse me. John Dosker did everything for Cameron Harris this season. He hit, he pitched, he played great defense. He finished the year with an astonishing .513 batting average and scored 14 runs, both second on the team. CMH had 3 players with 4 hit games this season. John had two of those 3 games. John's laid-back demeanor and fun-loving persona only thinly hid his competitiveness bubbling under the surface. True. Looking back through the individual games in the scorebook, John seemed to be right in the middle of every big inning CMH had. He was truly a key player for Cameron Harris this season. So I'll send that to his parents. All right. Owen. Before I go into the Jeremy thing, Owen and I shared a deal while he was pitching on the mound. I will not repeat, and I did promise you I'd never tell your parents, right? I told them. And that's between us 4 only.
That's probably what I was saying in the stands.
I'm gonna make him go to church. He's gonna need to go to confession for that one.
That's going to ruminate. I won't tell anybody else. I think I told the coaches. Yeah, I told the coaches. Funniest thing of the entire season was not that's immunity law.
Can't punish them for that.
Yeah. What was that? Unsold Beagles. What is it? Who? Unsold Beagles? All right. Owen Bonac. Cameron Harris may have another kid named Owen someday, but there will never be another Otis. Owen heated up quickly for Cameron Harris, driving in 5 runs in our second game against Brighton's Son, avenging our early loss. Owen finished the season batting .326 and leading the team with 14 RBIs. Owen was primarily pitcher for CMH this season, as well as logging innings at shortstop and first. Interestingly, the coaching staff noticed that he preferred the challenge of pitching against other teams' best hitters. He excelled in difficult situations, which certainly foreshadows success in Owen's bright future. Congratulations. Coleman. Coleman.
Lefty.
Alright, when I think of the ideal representative of Myers Parks Trinity Little League and Cameron Harris, I think of Coleman Kiger. Coleman is fun to be around, he's a great teammate, and always gives maximum effort, and never backs down from a challenge. His leadership style is quiet and done by example, but make no mistake about it, he is a strong leader. In a brief exchange during the Christchurch tournament game, Coleman was putting on the catcher's gear, and Jay was trying to talk him into switching positions with him. And Coleman said, "I'll play wherever I'm needed." It perfectly summed up his approach and his career with Cameron Harris. Coleman batted a .318 this season as a regular pitcher for Cameron Harris, got better every time he took the mound. Coleman plays for the 11-year-old challenge team with Gray Anderson. And upon he plays challenge, he's 11. So hold on, let me finish this. So, upon learning that Coleman is a Major League 12-year-old, Travis Anderson was borderline inconsolable to realize Coleman wouldn't be playing for CMH next year. Coleman is simply an amazing young man, and one I am proud to have coached and known over the last 2 seasons. Coleman Kiger.
Good job, Coleman.
Jay. Jay, stand over here so I don't see you.
He's gonna.
All right. Jay wrapped up an impressive 3-year run at Myers Park Trinity Little League. Jay led the team with a 568 568. He scored 20 runs, and he posted an absurd 1.612 on-base slugging average. On-base OPS.
I want to see these stats.
I've got them for parents only, if you want to look at them. Which for comparison, that's your on-base and slugging average. Which for comparison, on the current MLB leader is Mookie Betts, and he has a 1.187. So 1.612 is pretty good. And the best MLB season ever was Barry Bonds at 1.142 with an asterisk, because he was on steroids. 1.612 is impressive.
Yeah, he's on steroids too.
Yeah, that's why he's on Pez. He's on Pez, not Pez. All the more impressive is that Jay did all this in the first year of the dead bat era. Jay hit the only ball that cleared the fence for CMH this season, homering in our first game against Trinity, and was only one of 2 players to homer on Keith Court. Keith Field. Jay also was a dominant pitcher for CMH and was key to our 4-2 start. Jay also grew into a vocal and steady leader for CMH team, encouraging younger teammates after an unsuccessful at-bat or an error in the field.